RM 企业家俱乐部一起学习，共同成长。今天呢，我们来到这个比较特殊的环境当中呢，我们跟大家一起来聊一聊艺术。那please welcome Gary to be the speaker. So today we're going to talk about your profession. And now please Gary to introduce yourself to all the audience in Chinese group.
It's my pleasure. My name is Gary Groob. I have been a performer and a teacher as well as an adjudicator for 35 years, mostly in Toronto, but across Canada as well.
Mm-hmm. So in this many years, over 30 years, so lots of experience you had, how to deal with the little one and then how to affect the things. You have lots of experience. So can you please tell us, based on those many years experience, and then sometimes you have a lot of things to talk, and then, or you're just teaching them, or you're also teaching, affect them sometimes the personality and other things where you affect.
One of the most beautiful things about teaching, and what drew me to teaching, is that everybody is individual. Mm-hmm. You're not going to get to, it's not a cookie cutter kind of idea. Everybody has a different mindset, everybody has different skills, everybody has different strengths. Mm-hmm. And as a teacher, it's one thing to teach technical, because technical is all straight by the book.
Yes.
But how to take it out of them so they believe that they can do it, there's the trick. And every single person, you have to find the niche on how to draw it out of them.
Custom made.
Exactly. Everything is custom made. There's
no
such thing as just off the rack.
That's why you do one-to-one. You
That's
don't
right.
do group.
I don't do group. The only time I would do group is in theory, because that would be as though we're doing a math class.
Yeah, that's why.
Where there's only one correct answer. But everybody learns at their own pace. Everybody performs at their own pace. Everybody has their own interpretations. Everybody has their own ideas.
Yeah.
And as a teacher, it's my job to bring that out of them.
Yes. That's why I say you're a good teacher, and then that's why the RTM 企业家俱乐部呢，给大家来介绍我们的 Gary. That's why I said our group has the ability to introduce you to our Chinese community. We want all the kids to learn things individual, because everybody has their own personality. When you do the group thing, and then you just find the common thing. The one-by-one custom-made, you'll find out how to teach and then how affect their living. Mm-hmm. So it is important. Good teacher always do that.
Right. The other thing is, with my students, I like to get them in front of as many people, both musically and non-musically, as possible, because everybody has a different opinion, everybody has a different ear set, everybody has different likes and dislikes. Mm-hmm. And how to get different opinions and to round the information that's given to them, so that they can form their own opinions.
Yes.
They can form their own adaptations, their own interpretations.
Very good. And also, you're not only teaching, you also talk to them. When the things happen, you're not only tell them, oh, do this way, do that way. You discuss with them. This is a comfort way. But the main thing, the core thing, you're going to keep your profession way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is very important. I think in Chinese community, we have lots of kids, and also the parents are looking for a good teacher. So later on, we're going to have your information. You're going to leave a card for us, and then we're going to post your card to this video. And we want let all the parents find good teacher as you are.
Sure, appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you.
So this time we have the opportunity to talk about this is because international the Kids Festival. This year we're going to do the 17th years. So you are the judge in there. Mm-hmm. So what do you think about this group we do International Kids Festival?
I love it. I think it's great. Again, it's another venue in which they get a chance to perform in front of many people, because you don't practice music to practice.
Yes.
You practice music to perform. Mm-hmm. And as many different outlets and many different venues that you can perform in, that's key.
Yeah.
And also it gets over that little bit of fear.
Yes.
And the one thing you always remind them is that, you're in one of the elite groups because you're doing it. Yeah. If everybody could do it, they would do it.
Yeah, and this is very important. Another way is when the kids are standing on the stage is totally different when they standing in the classroom. Face on one teacher and face on the audience is totally different. So in this way, we're going to build up the kids' confidence. Mm-hmm. So I can performing in front of a few hundred people. In this theater, I do this, and then they are like when they growing up, the way they growing up, they know what they can do, and then they know what they have the space to improve themselves. As a teacher, I know. So what do you think about the kids? Sometimes they do afraid to talk from or to perform in front of people.
There's a couple little tricks that I've learned over the years, at least when I was beginning, and you sat there and you're, oh my God, was you could look at your audience without looking at your audience. If you just aim just a bit over their head, they think you're looking at them, you're looking at the back of the theater, you don't have to make eye contact with anybody, that's half the fear gone. Mm-hmm. The other one was, I always found big venues much easier than small venues. Because a small venue, you can see each and every person in the theater.
Yes.
In a big one, it's a sea of heads. You never really see anybody. Because the fear is the one-to-one reaction. You're worried about seeing somebody's reaction if they don't like it.
Yeah.
Well, the idea is they came to see you. Mm-hmm. You didn't go to see them.
Yeah.
And if you keep that mindset, you're there to perform. How you do it is your choice and your interpretation again.
Yeah, there's 2 tricks. I do remember. It is very good. And also it is very important. As a speaker, that's what I know. When I talk, the first one is very useful. When I talk to the audience, I don't look at you. Your face doesn't affect me. I just look far away. So that's the opera doing that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we are almost covered the things that we wanted to talk. Also the kids want to learn. And at the list you give us a reason. So learning saying affected all the things the kids growing up, or only affect how to use the breath, how to use your voice.
It's also good for the posture. How you handle yourself in public. Because perception, that's the first thing we see with anybody is just, everybody, we're not supposed to judge books by the cover, but of course everybody, So if you're holding yourself up with confidence, right away, that aura is what fills the room.
Yeah.
And that's a lot what performance in music, as well as speaking, same idea.
Yes.
That's what it does. It brings out the confidence. And if we can bring out the confidence in the kids, then we're looking at a generation of very, very intellectually gifted people that may not even know that yet.
Yes, and then this is very good for the kids when they growing up. They have to do the group things, and people know, oh, this is professional way to looking at. And some of the kids, they just do, oh no, I'm afraid of that. So I can picture that. I saw lots of kids do that. So
once we can get them over that initial fear.
Yeah, even the grown up, the adults, they just feel like, oh no, don't let me talk. I don't want to do that. So we can imagine that going to affect the kids too. So that's why we said it is very important to let the kids step out to your family and then go out to find good teacher as Gary, and then learning things, not only learning skills, also learning life skills. So soft skill, that what we call. Yeah, it is important. Okay, Gary, it's very nice to meet you in this area, and then we're going to talk about that thing later. I think you have got lots of things to talk as a professional way. So maybe one day we're going to introduce your school to our audience.
I appreciate it.
I want to see them. OK， RTM 企业家俱乐部这一次的采访呢，我们要跟大家说再见了。但是呢，我们学习的心态呢，永远不会结束。所以今天呢，我们先说再见，下期再会，再见。